G'day guys, today I thought I would share my unboxing experience of the Frey Beast E mountain bike. Now before I go any further, any positive comments please leave below, and any negative comments please read my shirt. Now with that out of the way, let's get started. So I purchased this bike from Frey, direct from China, and they freighted it to the port of Sydney for me. Now the process from the time that I placed the order to the time that I received the bike was approximately 8 weeks. So first thing I see is a little goodie bag that I didn't expect, so thank you Frey for that. You may notice to the side I've already taken the pallet off the base and some strapping. I'm not sure if that's coming up in the view, just to save a little bit of time. Plus the whole box was wrapped in black plastic. So also a t-shirt. Okay, so it does look to be very well packed inside. I don't know if you can sort of see that, but we'll start getting some stuff out. Alright, the first thing I see is that would be the rack that I ordered for the bike. So Frey offer a number of optional accessories. Now with this style of bike, you know, not everyone's probably going to put a rack on it. I got it purely because it was easier to order it at the time with multiple other accessories I hope to find, then have it sent separately at a later date. It just made it a bit cheaper for postage. So I'm not going to worry about undoing that because there's a stack of zip ties on it. Okay, so this would be the front wheel, which is a 29 inch. And one thing that I have noticed on some of the forums is they've now put these stickers on, but I believe they didn't used to have these, and what would happen is people would take this off. There's a spacer that sits in behind, it can get caught in this packaging, people tear it off, throw it in the bin, go to put their bike together the next day and realise they're up the creek without a paddle. So make sure you don't lose those. Now, I might just take the front off the box, it might make it a bit easier. Right, hopefully it doesn't fall over. So let's have a look at what we've got. Now this looks to be the kickstand, I would say. And I did order 2 of these and there's 2 in there. So not likely that you're going to have one on when you're off-road, but just in case I bought those. This, I have a feeling, would be one of the empty battery cases. So I actually ordered 2 empty battery cases just for down the track if ever I decide to have a go at repacking a battery myself. If the one that should be on the bike gets damaged, I've got at least a couple of spares. Now, I'm not sure if you can hear a bit of noise outside, but it is flogging down rain, so I'm glad I'm not out there doing this there. So that is the best tool. So that's used to program the motor of the bike, so you can change the parameters. I'm not right into it, but hope to learn about it. That's the down tube to carry the battery. This will be another battery that I ordered, so that's the other spare case. and there's a battery already in the down tube, so that is good. Everything is there. I've got a feeling this should be the battery charger. And yeah, which it is. So 60 volt, 5 amp battery charger. I'm not going to worry about pulling it out of the box. And this will be another battery charger, because I ordered 2 of those. So I think sounds like we've got something extra in here. Okay. So yeah, so that's some derailleur hangers that I ordered. Looks like just the standard reflector that probably come off one of the wheels or for a wheel. Australian lead for the battery charger, and hopefully battery charger itself. So that's all that. Now, what else? This would be the pedals. So just Well-Go pedals. You choose to put whatever pedals you like on it. So I guess they just give you some basic ones to start with, which is better than some bikes, you don't get any pedals. Alright, so I'm not going to take it out of the box completely because it's going to be a bit of a pain in the neck, and I'm not putting it together at this stage. So it's actually about 2 o'clock in the morning, so a bit late for that. But a quick rundown. So it is the Frey Beast. It's a carbon fibre frame. Now, what I did notice on the website, if you are looking at the website, you will see their close-up pictures of the motor area down here. You'll actually see weld marks. So I believe they've got photos of the original Beast. It may have been their demo model that they started out with, and they've moved on to the carbon fibre, so obviously that deletes any weld marks. And the front is carbon, and this rear section is aluminium. So Bafang mid-drive M620 motor. It's got 1,800 watts of peak power, 1,000 watts standard. The battery is a 1,470 watt hour battery, so it's a massive battery. I was looking at the AM1000, the V6, and I had actually ordered one, and then the little voice in my head said, go big or go home. So I went with this. One of the reasons was the amount of changes that I had made to the AM. It was basically getting me to this bike here. The shocks, for instance, these are Zeeb shocks. Now, they normally come with the Lyric. I optioned to have the Zeeb. They're better for the extra weight, and as you can see, I've got a bit of a big rear end, and I'm not talking about the bike. So that's good for that. The other main reason is this is the RockShop Super Deluxe coil suspension. You can't get that as an option on the AM. I really did want that, so that was another reason for me to go with this particular bike. The SRAM Eagle 12S, I believe, for the gearing, pretty good componentry. The Magura MT5 disc brakes, front and rear, so you know they're awesome. Hydraulic, and what else? The guards here, these are optional accessories. So the way they work is when you do the initial order, they will, on their website is listed a whole range of accessories. So anyway, I went through and pretty much picked all the accessories, even down to the rear light. There should be a front light hidden somewhere in one of these boxes. I'm not going to go digging for it now, but yeah, so a front light, rear light, the rack, the mud guards were all optional accessories that I purchased. but at the time to purchase them then was quite cheap compared to having to do them down the track and then have them posted out. In regards to the posting, so Ivy and Grace, they're the ones you will deal with at Frey. Two great people to deal with. I dealt through Facebook Messenger. That was the main line of communication. Ivy, mainly, she's the go-to person for all the componentry, what style bikes, what accessories you want. Once you've discussed all of that with Ivy and sorted out your options, then she passes that on to Grace. Grace then forwards you an invoice. Once you pay that, the bike then goes into production. So keep in mind that they are not a mass-produced bike. So they make them for the customer and for the specific customer. So it's not like they just got one sitting on the shelf, they throw it in a box and send it. So there is a bit of time involved. For me, it was 8 weeks from the time I originally made my payment to when the bike arrived at the Port of Sydney. So in that process, there was, say, 7 weeks of the production, and while they do production, they send you photos of the stages of the bike through production. Then they do quality control, so you'll get a photo of the complete bike. I also got a photo of the bike as we saw it here at the start of this video, but I will also, if I get a chance, I'll upload a photo of the bike when it was on the packaging. It was strapped. I've got plastic over there, I've got straps over here, there's stuff everywhere. They pack it so well, it is not going to get damaged in transit. You know, well, I can't say it's not, because some forklift drivers, you know, who knows, but they definitely do their utmost to pack it so it's bulletproof. I had this bike standing on its end, not a thing moved, everything was packed tight. So as you can see, the amount of foam and packaging that come out, very well packed. I'm going to grab the camera off the tripod. I'll come up and do a few close-ups so that you can see, you know, a bit closer to the build quality of the bike. So excuse the rockiness when it comes off. Okay, so that's our pile of foam over there. That is the plastic, the packaging that come off the box itself. So very well packed. The only thing I spotted was there was a small hole just there, but it's right near the back tire. Yeah, not sure how that's happened, but there's no damage. So let's get a close up down here of the components. Now this is the Army Green model. There's two options, this one, and they also have a orange version. I can't quite recall the name of it, but yeah, this was the color I opted for. You can't get this in any other color. It's you get what you're given. So there's bosses there for water bottle mount. Maybe a little bit tight in there, but probably a side entry would work fine. Here's the forks. So as I said, I went with the Zeeb forks. Spaces there in there for the disc brake pads. And the bars are upside down at the moment, obviously, so they haven't mounted the screen upside down. That's just the way it's packed. But as I said, I will sort that out later. I will leave some links down below, and if you use those links and you decide to purchase either one of these or any other one of the Frey bike models, which there's quite a few, I will get a small commission from that purchase, but you also get a 6-month extended warranty on top of your existing factory warranty. So it's a bit of a win-win. It doesn't cost you any extra. The price you pay via the link I supply is the price you would pay from the Frey website. But it just gives me a little bit in return. This is honestly my first unboxing video, so apologies if I've screwed it up in places. It's actually my first YouTube video. So anyway, a little bit nervy, but that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you guys enjoy your day. Take care.